Has God ever told you something that you know you didn't know? When I was little, I had a dream where God told me something. I was in my church, and the walls and the ground were made of clouds. And at the end of each row, there was a picture of my grandma. And I looked around, and there was balloons and presents, and I just remember thinking everything was so beautiful. And I woke up, and I was so excited to go and tell my mom. And so I ran downstairs, and I told her, "Mom, I just had a crazy dream where I was in heaven at Grandma's birthday party." And she looked at me, and she told me that day was my grandma's birthday. How cool is that? In this week's Bible reading, we read about Joseph. And Joseph's story has always really resonated with me. Joseph gets dreams about his future, and he doesn't necessarily know how it's going to pan out. So he has to fully rely on God to get him to the place where he will fulfill his purpose. He finds himself in front of a pharaoh, the pharaoh of all of Egypt. And the pharaoh has a dream, two dreams, and no one can interpret what they mean. And Joseph, relying on God, is able to interpret the dreams and save the world. And I believe that God is intervening in our lives every day. He wants to talk to you, He wants to bless you, He wants to encourage you, and whatever God's trying to say to you, He's trying to talk to you. And I just encourage you to follow Joseph's example and to listen. This has been the Heart of Devotion.